What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Fellow Show. Happy Sunday morning to everybody. We got a fun game going on here. Jacksonville and Buffalo. Looks like Jacksonville has the ball right now, 11-7. We're going to go over all of the inactives and actives today. That's why we do it at 10:30 a.m. Central Time, because I think all the reports should be coming out now. So we're going to get into it. I'm just going to start reading off, the actives and actives. It looks like Saquon Barkley will not play, officially out for Week 5. Let's see. Javonte Williams is a game time decision. So, unfortunately, that one's in the 3 p.m. slate. Hopefully, we get word on that. They're going to work him out, I think, before the game. So, we have to kind of wait and see on Javonte Williams. Good morning to Chase. Hope you're doing well, dude. We got a fun one today. And this Jacksonville-Buffalo game is starting to heat up a little bit here. It looks like the Jags are moving the ball past half field. So, a little bit of a fumble there. Kenny Pickett's in today. They're saying he's not going to have his full mobility, so that's a bit of a bummer. No Chase Claypool today. Derek Carr expected to play today. It looks like Odell Beckham's playing. Javonte Williams, we'll see about him a little bit later here. There was a note on Jameson Williams saying that he's going to be in a limited role, maybe around 20 snaps. So I think I'm going to advise not playing Jameson Williams, in your fantasy lineups or DFS or anything. Sure, he can make it, on one play, but I kind of want to wait and see what we got brewing there. Good morning, Harris. He says, Brandin Cooks or Zay Flowers, full PPR. I think I'm going to lean with Zay Flowers. We know that the defense there for Pittsburgh, they allow a lot of wide receiver points. So I'm a fan of the matchup for Zay Flowers this weekend. Ravens offense has been pretty hot. And yeah, the Steelers ranked 29th in wide receiver points allowed here. So it's a good matchup for Zay Flowers there, Harris. Chase says flex Dobbs or Mixon, half PPR for running backs, full PPR for Dobbs. Whew, that one's an interesting wrinkle. I'm going to lean with the running back here. It is a really good matchup for Joe Mixon. Most of the rankings and the things that I've seen have Joe Mixon as like a top 10, top 12 running back. And with Romeo Dobbs, I really like Romeo Dobbs. He's been a hot receiver to start the year for the first month, but Christian Watson is back. Aaron Jones is back. Maybe we see a little bit more spread out offense this weekend. So I'm going to say Joe Mixon. Good morning, Justin. Hope you're doing well. Daniel says Waller or McLaughlin if Javonte out. So I'm not sure we're going to know that information on Javonte before Waller's game starts. So for me, I'm going to lean with Darren Waller. I know he's been a very frustrating player to start the year so far, but I think we're going to have to see the Giants throw the ball today to play keep up with the Dolphins. And with Javonte, if he does play, you're kind of screwed with Jaleel. I do think Jaleel's going to get more touches even if Javonte plays today, but it's still a little bit of an unknown. I'm not a fan of the matchup, against the Jets. So I'm going to lean with Darren Waller and half PPR, yeah. For this London game, this game just has been, it's been kind of a weird one to watch so far here, but it looks like it's going to heat up here. You can tell the crowd's starting to get into it a little bit. It looks like Buffalo crowd is showing out here, but interesting game so far. Trevor Lawrence is looking pretty good against this Buffalo Bills defense. 3 sacks, though. That's the one issue that keeps hurting the Jags offense right now. But Christian Kirk playing well. Ridley's playing okay, 2 for 30. Needs some more production out of Ridley. And then Zay Jones, man, he's back. Risk playing Aaron Jones or pivot to Alexander Mattison. I think Jones is going to be fine. I know he's listed as questionable, but just the practice clips that I've seen, he looks good to go. I'm not a super big fan of Alexander Mattison going up against the Chiefs in a game where we expect them to be trailing for the most part. So I'm going to lean risking it for Aaron Jones. Jonnu Smith or Chig Okonkwo. Good morning to Andrew. Hope you're doing well, dude. Jonnu Smith's been playing pretty good. I think Okonkwo, either way, these offenses are kind of mirrors of each other where we don't really trust either offense to throw the ball a lot. I do like the matchup for both guys, though. Okonkwo going up against Indy. Let me see who's allowed more points to the tight end spot. The Colts rank about 20th. They haven't allowed a touchdown to a tight end yet, but they've allowed about 11.35 points per game in full PPR. Jonnu Smith going up against the Houston Texans. Houston's been, middle of the road, right next to these guys here. So Houston's not a great matchup. I think I'm going to probably go with the hot hand, and that's been Jonnu Smith. I think Okonkwo could have a nice day today, but Jonnu Smith has been really good the last 3 games here. So I'm going to lean Jonnu Smith, Andrew. I saw Herbert has a high ankle sprain. Will we finally see Roschon live up to his potential? Thoughts on Roschon for this couple of weeks with Herbert misses? So, yeah, I was going to actually read that blurb because Tom Pelissero reported it. He reports ankle is expected to miss multiple weeks. So multiple could mean 2, could mean 3. Let me look at that Chicago Bears schedule real quick. I want to see when their bye week is. So they have a bye week 13. So we're gonna see Khalil Herbert probably miss week 6, week 7, and I would put him questionable for Sunday Night Football against the Chargers. So we get a 2-game sample, good matchups, Minnesota and Las Vegas. Like we're gonna be interested in Roschon Johnson. We might actually see D'Onta Foreman come in and actually just take the Khalil Herbert role. I'm not really quite sure how to handle this. We also know Roschon Johnson's coming off of a concussion, so we're going to be watching for that. Luckily, he gets the extra few days to heal. So we have to watch for the concussion reports. There's a chance he might not play, but I think D'Onta Foreman. This is probably going to be a 2-back system in Chicago for the next couple weeks here. So I like Roschon. We get to see what he can do in a little. I think he's going to get a little bit more extended work because again, they've made Foreman inactive the last few games here, but don't know if we're going to be starting him quite yet. We need to see the practice reports, but I am excited for Roschon. Calvin Ridley is now being evaluated for a concussion. Oh no. Yeah, I saw him get hit on the drive before, and it looked pretty bad. So hopefully he can come back. But I want to keep going over some of the news. Keep firing up your questions, guys. The big one that I've been kind of struggling to deal with is Davante Adams. He missed practice Thursday and Friday. He got a limited day in yesterday. Dang, it would be nice if they could tell us if he's going to play today, but I don't think we're going to get that opportunity. So if you guys do have Davante Adams, you're going to probably want to make sure you have a backup plan just in case. If you have Davante Adams, I would put him in the flex spot. So like if you need to pivot and if say he does get ruled out, you can go ahead and add somebody as a flex starter for tomorrow night, whether it's Jaden Reed, Luke Musgrave, Hunter Renfrow. I don't know who we're going to be looking at here, but be cautious with Davante Adams in this one here. Otherwise, I'm going to hit refresh here and see if we have any more active and inactive news today. Did Gabe Davis just make a play? Let's see here. Ramondre Stevenson officially active. I know he was limited all week and questionable with a thigh injury. We got the Houston Texans getting their starting tackle back, Laramie Tunsil. The Ravens getting their starting left tackle back. And the Ravens also getting healthier on defense with Marlon Humphrey finally in. Pick one PPR, flex, Khalif Raymond, Gallup, Samaje Perine, or Kenny Gainwell. Interesting. I kind of like Raymond today, man. I think Raymond and Josh Reynolds are both going to be decent opportunities today with just the lack of weapons there. No Gibbs, no Amon-Ra. So I have a little bit of interest in Khalif Raymond. I think he's like a fringe top 36 wide receiver. So he definitely interests me. Michael Gallup has been playing good, but I'm not like super in love with it. It is a tough matchup, a tough defense. I'm not interested in Samaje Perine. And the thing with Kenneth Gainwell is he's probably gonna need an injury for DeAndre Swift to enter our lineup. So I'm gonna say Khalif Raymond is the guy that I'm looking for. He does have big playability, and I think he could be busy. He could be their target leader today, if not Laporta. So I like Khalif there, Harris. I'm just gonna hit refresh on some of these things. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Looks like Calvin Ridley's returning. So that's good news there from the concussion. Looks like he cleared everything there. You think Nico has a nice game? He has been hot as of lately, but faces AJ Terrell. I think it's probably a Tank Dell day. AJ Terrell is pretty dang good. I do think Nico has the opportunity to cash in on a big player too. And just because he's been so hot, I kind of want to lean into that. I think he ranks probably as like a low-end wide receiver 2 play. You'd have to have some really, really good players to sit him. So like I'm playing Nico Collins over, Marquise Brown, Christian Watson, Jacoby Might, like those kind of type plays. So I do think he's a low-end wide receiver 2 play, but he might have, the floor game that he had maybe a couple weeks ago. I can't remember what he had, but it was a floor game for Nico. But man, the good news for the Texans, man, they're getting healthier on offensive line. I do like CJ Stroud in this one as well, but I think if I had to, I might like Tank Dell a little bit more today, as AJ Terrell has been kind of a shutdown corner to start the year. But yeah, I'm not really seeing too many more injury reports to start the day. It looks like most of the guys are all locked in here. So yeah, big day for the Texans, man, getting Laremy Tunsil back. Watson or Marquise Brown in a half PPR format. I think a full PPR format makes me lean Marquise, but the half PPR, I'm going to lean with Christian Watson just because I think he's got a better chance to score a touchdown. Jordan Love has been throwing touchdowns at a good rate this season, and Watson was able to get through last weekend unscathed. I expect his production and his snaps and his targets and everything to go up this week. So I'm going to lean with Christian Watson here over Marquise Brown, but they're both good plays, Harris. Good morning, Danny. Pick 2 PPR: Zay Flowers, Dell, Sutton, and Addison. Ooh, man, these are all really good flex options. I think the one that sticks out the most, Danny, is gonna be Zay Flowers. I think Zay Flowers is like a low end wide receiver too. He can be a top 25 wide receiver for you today. I have been pretty excited about Tank Dell, so I think just the tough matchup against Atlanta secondary. We could see Nico get the AJ Terrell treatment. So I'm leaning Flowers and Dell. Now, I do like Addison today, but we've kind of seen, 0 points last weekend. It's a really good opportunity for him, but I think his ceiling is nice, but the floor is really bad. So I'm going to lock in Zay Flowers. I think Tank Dell is the safer play. I'm not really interested in Sutton. It's a tough matchup against the Jets. We like their defense. So I'm going to rank them as Flowers, Dell, Addison, Sutton. And Addison, like if your team can afford the risk, Addison could go out and get 2 for 20, something like that. Whereas I think Dell, I know he kind of sputtered last weekend, but I think Dell is the guy that I trust in a tough matchup against the Falcons. Let me just hit refresh on some things and see what we got. It looks like the Jaguars got the ball back here. This game's starting to get pretty good. Yeah, the Bills are getting hit with some injuries today on the defensive side of the ball. Matt Milano might be done for the season. But hey, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely subscribe. We're so close to 1,000. I think we're at 997. So if you could hook us up, tell your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, hit the subscribe button. We're almost to 1,000 subs, guys. And it looks like Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs are officially inactive. I just got that through right now. Going to be a big David Montgomery, guys. Like if you guys play DFS on DraftKings, FanDuel, or Yahoo, or whatever, it's a big David Montgomery opportunity. So it looks like he is going to be a 20 to 30 touch back today. Interesting game there. The Lions are hurt. I think Carolina, we could see them be a little bit frisky. I actually like Bryce Young today to maybe throw a couple touchdowns. So Adam Thielen, they got healthier at receiver with Jonathan Mingo coming back. So I'm interested in that game. But otherwise, like the late slate is really good today. Cincinnati, Arizona, Philly, and the Rams. Jets, Broncos should be good. And then KC, Minnesota is the fun one here. But hey, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm probably going to get out of here soon and finish up with this Jags Buffalo Bills game. If you guys do have questions and you guys are not in the Discord, there should be a link in the description if you guys want to join that and get all your questions or just interact with some of the other guys that watch the show. Big game for Waddle. He has been average all year. So the thing with Waddle is he's a big day's coming for Jalen Waddle. He had two floor games to start the year. He missed week 3 with a concussion. And typically your first game back after a concussion is not it's not ideal to have your best game. So I'm thinking this could be a nice Jalen Waddle day. The Giants against opponent wide receivers. Let's see. They're actually somewhat stingy, so it's not a great matchup, but I think Waddle probably has a plus day today, and hopefully he can get things going. Waddle's a good buy low opportunity. I know you guys love trading in this chat, so Waddle is definitely someone I want to get a piece of, and I think he could be heating up as soon as today. I do want to just look around and see if we have any more big updates today. I'm just looking at the Underdog NFL in the NBC news here, but man, I'm excited today. Are we going to get a Jamar Chase touchdown today? Like, I need one so bad. I need one so bad. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, man. Hopefully they can put it together today. But otherwise, guys, I'm going to get out of here for the day. Go enjoy the final, quarter and a half here of Jacksonville, Buffalo. Again, if you guys need me, follow me on Twitter. Hit me up on the Discord, whatever you guys need. But good luck today. Enjoy it. We're going to get the W today, guys. So take care. We'll see you guys. Oh, we got one more here. All my players plays now. Oh, man. Too many guys in this game, I think. In my big league, I don't have anybody going in this game. My opponent has Gabe Davis, so it's been a pretty soft game for me. But I think Josh Allen's going to get one more touchdown here, so we shall see. Looks like Stephon Diggs was pissed off on the sideline here. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Enjoy Sunday. Good luck. Hope you guys get the dub. We'll see you guys later. Peace.